I come from a long line of farmers. Both of my parents grew up on dairy farms in the Hudson Valley. My dad's father grew up on a farm in Illinois before starting his own farm after the war, and my mom's family has been farming in the Hudson Valley for over 300 years, so when my ancestors first came here, they called it homesteading instead of farming. Growing up, I both loved and hated being the kid that lived on the farm. I loved the freedom of having land to play on and explore, loved interacting with the animals we were raising, loved growing vegetables and flowers in my own backyard, and loved participating in 4-H with my cousins and neighbors. However, I hated being the only kid in my class that lived on a farm, hated the constant comments on how bad our roads smelled, and hated the prevailing idea that farmers are dirty and dumb. And so I left for college in Massachusetts as soon as I could to pursue a career teaching history and to leave the farm life behind. Little did I know that to actively pursue a career in history, I would be tapping into the agrarian backstory of our country and the Hudson Valley, as well as my family's own farming history. It took only 4 years of being away from the land I grew up on to realize that's where I really wanted to be. And so, after college, I began working to establish my own dream farm, a little slice of diversified agriculture on my family's commercial dairy. After 3 apprenticeships, I gathered my knowledge and resources and founded Peas and Carrots Farm in 2013. Since then, we have had a successful CSA program that has provided fresh, weekly vegetable shares to well over 100 families around the lower Hudson Valley. We have raised chickens for eggs to sell at 3 farmers markets, partnered with Groundwork Hudson Valley to provide CSA shares to a more diverse demographic, and donated produce to our local food pantry. We have increased the number of volunteer and educational opportunities on the farm and engaged our surrounding community by sponsoring events both on and off the farm. And that's just the beginning. In 2016, Peas and Carrots Farm will be welcoming our first goats to aid in the clearing of our hedgerows and to kickstart a small soap and cheese endeavor. We will be opening a daily self-serve farm stand to increase the availability and convenience of fresh farm-grown produce to our neighbors. We will continue to expand our participation in local markets and work to advance the farm as a destination of positive change and beauty through events, classes, and a new field of you-pick flowers. However, with expansion and change comes the challenge of greenhouse space. In order to keep farm costs low and ensure the quality of each transplant we put in the ground, we grow virtually all of our crops from seed. This means that starting in April, our 10-foot wide by 36-foot long greenhouse is completely full of plants. In past years, every single available surface has been used as a place for seedlings, and once all that space was used up, we used the space under the greenhouse benches. However, since it's dark under the benches, each day I switch the flats on the tables with the flats on the ground. This daily rotation is not ideal because handling trays of seedlings more than necessary disrupts root growth and increases the chances that a flat is dropped. Also, the time spent on this daily task would be better spent in the fields, weeding, planting, or harvesting. Our greenhouse has served us very well since the outset of the farm, and I owe the success of the business to the little guy. But with the addition of several new crops and flowers, it simply won't be large enough this year. I would like to raise $3,500 to help the farm take the necessary next step of constructing a 21 by 48 foot greenhouse. If we fall short of this goal, I will simply put up a smaller greenhouse. If we exceed this goal, any additional funds will be used to build a vegetable washing and packing station on the farm. Please accept my thanks and gratitude to those of you who are new to Peas and Carrots Farm and those of you who have been here since the beginning. It is truly the community that surrounds small farms that makes them special and will help usher in the new generation of agriculture in the Hudson Valley. Thanks.
Real change doesn't come from the politicians and the promises they can't keep. That kind of change is gonna start inside of you and me. And real power's got nothing to do with muscle or money or guns. That kind of power's gonna start with us. And I'm trying